you very much, sir, for affording me this opportunity. Under Rule 1.1 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha to oppose the withdrawal of all the three bills may be treated as the objection to all the three bills in item number 7, 8, 9 in the today's list of business. That is, the first one is the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2019. And the second bill is the Industrial Relations Code 2019. And the third one is Code on Social Security 2019. All these three bills, the objections are same, so may be treated as one. Sir, my objection to the withdrawal of the bill is purely on technical grounds. I fully appreciate the government's, the Labour Minister's stand that 74% of the recommendations of the Standing Committee has been accepted. That is the observation made by the Honourable Minister. If that be the case, I have no opposition, I fully agree. But the technical point which I would like to highlight is regarding Rule 110. Sir, you may kindly see Rule 110. The member in charge of a bill may at any stage of the bill move for leave to withdraw the bill on the ground. Yes, I fully agree that the member who moves the bill has the ample authority, liberty and freedom to withdraw the bill at any time as he likes. But provided that where a bill is under consideration by a select committee of the House or a joint committee of the House, as the case may be, notice of any motion for the withdrawal of the bill shall automatically stand referred to the committee, and after the committee has expressed its opinion in a report to the House, the motion shall be set down in the list of business. So here the matter has already been referred to the Department-related Standing Committee on Labour, and the Department-related Standing Committee on Labour has went in depth of the bill, and finally they have submitted the report in all the three bills. Department-related Standing Committee has already submitted the report in all the three bills, but without referring that committee, because the Department-related Standing Committee is one of the important committees which is being constituted by the Honourable Speaker. I think the chairman is here, and they have already submitted the report. So if you want to withdraw a bill which has already been report has been submitted, already been referred to the Standing Committee. Yes, I do agree that the Standing Committee is not mentioned here. Why it is not there? Because at the time of making the rules, Standing Committee, Department-related Standing Committee was not there. So if you go to the Rule 7.4 also, by which the Rule 7.4, the bills are being referred to the committees. That is when Rule 7.4, when a bill is introduced or on some subsequent occasions, the member in charge may make one of the following motions in regard to one's own bill, namely that it be taken into consideration, it be referred to the select committee, that it be referred to the joint committee. At that time, there was no Department-related Standing Committee. Department-related Standing Committee is also a joint committee. So my strong objection is, when the matter has already been referred to the Department-related Standing Committee, which is having both the members of House of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and without referring the matter to the Standing Committee, how can the bill be withdrawn? That is the first objection which I would like to make. And the second one is regarding the Department-related Standing Committee. I am not going to the procedure of Rule 331H. Sir, much effort and time has already been spent on all these provisions of the bill, and much pain has been taken and submitted a report. But unfortunately, after presenting the report, it is being withdrawn means definitely the opinion of the Standing Committee has to be taken before withdrawing the bill, because as per 331N, the report of the Standing Committee shall have a persuasive value and shall be treated as considered as advice given by the committee. So I would like to know from the Honourable Minister regarding the report, the status of the report, whether the recommendation has been accepted and it is going to introduce the new bills. When after withdrawing all the three bills, the government is going to introducing all the three bills today. So I would like to know seeking an explanation from the Honourable Minister, how the Standing Committee report has not been taken into consideration, why the chairman and the committee has not been consulted before withdrawing the bill. That is the technical objection which I would like to make regarding all the the three bills because the standing committee's observations, the report is having its own sanctity that should be respected. Without referring the committee, it is a irregular procedure on the part of the government in withdrawing the bill, and I feel that it is I'm not using that word, it is a disrespect to the department-related standing committee on labor. That is not fair. That is the main objection in withdrawing the bill. Regarding the merits, we do not know, sir, regarding the bill, because each bill is having more than 150 pages. Sir, I would like to urge upon the Honorable Speaker another thing also. Kindly issue a direction to provide the hard copy of the bills. Otherwise, it is very difficult for members like us, especially we are not the new gen MPs. We are not able to go through the contents of the bill, 151 pages of the bill. How can we able to have a reading of the bill and to make our own, elicit our own opinion and make amendments in bills online? It is very difficult. So kindly, these three bills are very, very important bills as far as the labor community in the country is concerned, as far as the working class in the country is concerned. Kindly supply the hard copy of the bills and give sufficient time so as to have a detailed discussion on the bills. This is the submission which I would like to make along with this bill. With these words, I conclude. Thank you very much, sir.